Another week, another weekly reset. This is going to be the weekly reset for Warframe, of course. Now, there will be time codes in the description below if you guys want to skip to a certain reset, because we are going over quite a bit for a week because stuff gets added all the time. Also, I've been playing a bunch of different games and prepping a bunch of different games for my new computer when I get. There will be a video on that, and that's on my other YouTube channel. Feel free to check that out. But without further ado, let's start with Nightwave, shall we? Okay, Nightwave is also ending in 3 days in case you're curious, so definitely keep that in mind. This season or volume, there will be another volume as per usual, but let's go over the weekly, okay? Complete 3 capture missions. Although this is more like a 3-day thing, not really a weekly, but you know, whatever. Let's continue. Plunder one of Alad's secret laboratories on Jupiter. Then we have kill 500 enemies, complete 5 scans for Cephalon Samaris. Okay. Mine 6 rare gems or ores in the Orphalis. Kill or capture an Eidolon Hydralis. This is very annoying. I'm not going to do it. And finally, we have kill 300 enemies using a Necromech without getting destroyed. This is actually very easy on Lua, since there are 2 missions in particular on Lua that you can actually use Necromechs for. And let's get into the offering, shall we? Okay, so of course we have Vobin Tacit System and Optics. This is how you get Vobon. Let's go in order though, shall we? Okay, so Physique did technically get a buff from the old days. If you feel like you have to choose one, Physique has got you covered there. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend per se any of these ores, but then again, you do have to spend your credit on something, so maybe, I don't know. And then we have these alternate helmets as well as different skins for different weapons. And finally, as I was mentioning a little bit ago, Vobon is here, and Orcan Catalyst, Orcan Reactor, you know, 19 Extract, so on and so forth. Now let's see what Teshin, Hologram Teshin, has to offer. If he ever becomes not a hologram, here I'm going to call him in a hologram still, because I'm so used to doing that right now. But 50,000 Kuva for 55 Steel Essence. Now, this might be something you might want to consider possibly doing. I only say that because of the fact that they did make it so the Kuva and Relic packs, you can only get 25 per week of each, which I know has made people not want to farm Steel Essence as much these days. Let me know where you stand on that comment section below. But yeah, and I'm going to just pick up one of these because why not? And yeah, that's what Teshin has. Now we're going to switch up the order a little bit and go ahead and see what they have for the circuit right now. Right now, the regular circuit, you get to choose between Ash, Frost, or Nyx as your normal path. And for the steel path, you get to choose between choose between one of these for the Incarnon adapter, Incarnon Genesis thing. Which me personally, in case you're curious which ones I'm gonna choose, I gotta go with Lex because Lex is kind of my original whatnot. So I am going with Lex, but I'm gonna do it in this order instead. The Bolter and the Lex. That way this can be Bolter Prime as well. And that's what I'm gonna choose for the week. For those, definitely let me know in the comment section below what you guys chose, or if you guys think I made a terrible decision and should regret. Also, this is interesting. I just want to point out that this is interesting. These are, I guess these rewards technically change per week too. So, Kuva, it's like the game is trying to tell us something. Maybe we need more Kuva. Moving on. Good old Archon Hunt. Okay, so it looked like the Crimson Shard will be the reward, which means this is the Archon, and you should know how this works, but in case you don't, if you don't get Talford version of this Archon Shard, it will go up by 20%. If you do get it, it will reset it back to 20%. So if it's at 100%, you're guaranteed for it to be Talford. And once you get that Talford, it will reset back to 20%. And we have a mobile defense, activation, and showdown. Showdown is basically an equivalent to an assassination. Activation is good because of the fact that technically, as long as you don't die, you can't really fail that activation because you'll get cryotic no matter what. And mobile defense, that one you can technically fail. But yeah, there we go for that. And now, last but not least, we have Kahl's Garrison. Now, I actually still show you guys this mostly for the chipper reward because, I mean, I think this is the thing. An amber card? Yeah. Because it says 0 seconds, so that caught me a bit off guard, but that should be correct. The amber shard. And I guess we go to Kahl in case you're curious, but I did not do any Kahl missions last week, and the way Kahl works is he'll stay at his current mission until you've done a Kahl related mission. Then he'll change for the next week. But since I haven't, he doesn't change for me right now. So yeah, that is everything for this week. Hopefully these weekly videos do help you guys out in some way, shape, or form. If they do help you guys out, I will keep making them. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.